From Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, you're watching MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Hyunjin Ryu, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball. Does have the hard slider. And
right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. It's the Tigers nothing. Blue Jays coming up. Back after this on MLB Network. Kim gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your...
Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Wong is there, and that's out number one. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Line drive to center field. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Hammered the other way to deep right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal.
And a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Blue Jays have grabbed a 1-0 lead.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
Runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. A payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Bichette is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0.
It's just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Here's the 3-0. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. 3 innings complete. Toronto leads this one 1-0. The 2-2. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks
hit in the air down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 1-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gurriel sprinting after it. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Maybe a rug burner, too, after that one as we get another look at it here. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They lead it 1-0. A strike, and it's 2-1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Carving him up as the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. John Brebbia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cards leave one. They're down 1-0.
7-inning stretch.
Tim Mesa has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 58, Tim Mesa.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Carpenter. No hits to this point.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Ready with the 2-2. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the second deck and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
And everyone in the home dugout just seemed to breathe a little easier. They're up 2 and only need 3 outs in their bullpen to wrap up the W. It's always nice to work with a little extra wiggle room.
Feed. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And that'll do it as he puts the squeeze on that one, and with a whimper there, that will be the final out of the ball game.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
A 2-0 finish today. The Toronto Blue Jays took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Hyunjin Ryu is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.